Well, hello my lovelies. Sorry I'm late. Had to sort something out on the phone. So obviously I couldn't come on here at the same time. So tonight is all about the hedgehogs. Please excuse my nails, they are awful. I've only just realised that my nails are pretty damaged. Well, nail varnishes anyway. So, I have 3 ideas with the hedgehogs. I have millions of other ideas, but these are 3 ways to use basically the punch. So we're going to use the stamp set as well, but we're going to use the punch, just the punch, on 2 cards. So we will use the, I think we'll do the punch card first, and then I will show you a nice little, just a little scene card afterwards. So for the first card, I have a white card base that is 10.5 by 14.5 centimetres. Oh, let's say hello. Hi Kathy, hi Claire, hi Mum. Oh, you just got in. See, that's why I was late, so that you could join us. I was actually on the phone to Lottie. But yeah. Hi Margaret, hi Monica. So, as I say, basic white card base, and then I have a piece of DSP, which is, because I've already forgotten, is it hand penned? No, it's not. Which one is that? Is that your peach? Guys, which one is it? Can you remember? Anyway, there's lots of different shades of this. Like, I call it a picnic blanket. It just reminds me of a picnic for some reason. So then I took New to Me Checks and Dots embossing folder, and I used the dots to emboss some fresh freesia cardstock so that I can put a little piece there. And then I have a few little bits and pieces over here. Now you could cut these out of any colour cardstock you like, but I quite like the fact that it's actually hedgehog colours. So we're going to glue these. So I have 2 hedgehogs. Well, actually I have 4, but I have 2. And I'm thinking I might put one way, that way, and then the other one that way. Or do I do them, because if you punch these out, you can use them either way. So you can just turn them round. Does look a bit like an afro, doesn't it? I think. So, you know, hedgehog's cool. So I think we'll put them both the same way, actually. Now I've just decided. So they're going to go on there like that, and then we're going to have a sentiment to go across here. So these need eyes as well, and I do have, because when you punch them out, it does punch out. It punches out 2 eyes. Not quite sure why. You could make a 3D hedgehog, actually. If you made a little mobile for a child or something with hedgehogs, you could do that, couldn't you? You could have like, oh, now there's an idea. Some hanging hedgehogs. Okay, so let's glue these hedgehogs together. So we're going to pop this on here. Hi Maria. I assume you say it Maria. Hi Cindy. Hi Louise. Hi Carol. Hi Cheryl. Long time no speak, Cheryl. Let me just check I didn't miss anybody. Nope, everybody's here. Right. Okay, so we're going to put his hair on, basically, or his spikes. Like so. There's one. And then the other. I don't like to put too much glue because I am terrible. I make a mess with glue. Okay, so I'm going to pop that on there. Are we zoomed in enough, guys? I hope we are. Now that has not gone on properly. There we go. Like I say, liquid glue, bit of wiggle room. I might make a mess with it, but I need that wiggle room because I'm forever sticking things in the wrong place. So for the eyes, I'm going to grab my pick tool, and in my little dish here I have some little tiny eyes, and I'm just going to put a little tiny teensy bit of glue on there. So that's one. Okay, that is, let's get the other eye. Oh, bit of me blue tacky stuff came off my pick tool. Okay, so we can stick this down now. So we're going to take this and, oh, I could have used the flowery side. It's very pretty. Okay, so we're going to pop that down there, like so. Yeah, fancy seeing you here. Okay, now I'm wondering whether to pop this up or whether to just pop up the... No, we'll pop up the sentiment, I think. And I've got a nice new glue. I love having a new glue so that you're not fighting with the tube, trying to get every last drop out. There we go. So we could pop up our hedgehogs as well, actually, couldn't we? So we're going to pop them like there, like put them there. That's what I meant to say, not like them there. Okay, so we need a bit of cardstock to do our sentiment, which we are going to use. It's so nice of you to be nice. Okay. So I think we will use, what colour shall we use? Maybe we'll go with a bit of gorgeous grape. So I am just going to pick a spot, any spot, and stamp. Ooh! It's not quite, it's a bit closer to the bottom than it is to the top. I think my pad must be quite juicy. Let me just do that again. I'm just going to clean this off. And I think because I don't think I've stamped this sentiment before, so I'm just going to stamp it again on my pad just to check. There we go, that's better. So I'm going to bring back in my piece of cardstock. So yeah, so if you get a new stamp set, it's always a good idea to stamp, to ink it up, stamp it off, ink it again. Some people say to just get a normal eraser, and when you receive the stamps, just give the top of the stamps a bit of a rub with an eraser and then wipe them off, and then just go ahead and use it. And apparently that works. I haven't tried that yet, but I will be. I didn't think to do it then because I thought I'd used that. So I'm just going to trim off, so I've got a bit of a gap on each end. And here we go with our faithful, lovely labels pick. Okay. So this time we're going to use the other side. So you just turn it upside down so you can see, and then I just literally try and aim it as middle as possible. Oh. And then you get a nice edge. Same again the other side. Pop it in. Try and sort of eyeball it in the middle. Ta-da! Just like that. And then I've got some room for some gems and everything. Sorted. Right, let's just get rid of that bit of rubbish. Whoa, throwing things around here. Right, dimensionals. Oop, my button's getting stuck on the desk. That's new. I've not had that problem before. So we're going to pop one there, one there, one there. And then I'm going to put, I think I'm just going to put 2 on each hedgehog. If I was posting it, I'd probably put maybe 3 or 4, a bit closer to the edge, but I probably won't be posting this one. Oh, I bent his leg. Oh, bless him. Sad times, hedgehog, sad times. So, whoop, put Mr. Hedgehog down here. And then I'm going to put the sentiment from this side to there. And then I do have some little, these are trimmed with is it a sprig punch? I think it's still current, but I borrowed the punch off Ruth, so I have punched out lots of, hi Joanna, hi Ruth. I borrowed a punch off Ruth, and I think the sprig one is still current. I can't remember. Brain has gone. So I just want to add a little bit of something to this, just to this bit here, and there, maybe. Or should we just go with that bit there? Let's see. Nope, don't like that. I think it's because I need that one there, because it punches out 2 sprigs, one going one way, one going the other. So I need those 2 to go there, and then that one and that one to go there. Let me just move these out of the way. Right, let's put some glue. Takes a little bit extra time to go. Oh, sorry guys, I forgot to mute my phone. Like I say, I was on the phone, so I was rushing to get on. I was all prepared. But, yeah. Right. That's that one. And then we'll just grab some gems. Like so. And then let's just grab the box of gems. What colour can we use? Right. Right, I quite like oh, thank you, Ruth. Okay, so I am going to grab 2 of these. When I first got these, I thought, God blimey, they're huge, but they're really nice. I think that's it. I don't think we need anything. I don't want to put anything in these corners because it'll just imbalance what I've done. So card number 1. Shall we do the inside, seeing as like I never do that and I should? So we will use, so it's nice, we'll use the other sentiment that's in this box, in this set. Obviously you can use any sentiment you like. Just move that, and then I'm going to grab the little bird and I'm going to pop, use my black ink. Now you don't have to colour these in, you can just to make something just to see on the inside. And then the sentiment. There we go. Bit of glue. I know, Joanna, aren't they gorgeous? Right, so this is the first. Now you can do a scene building with the punched out hedgehogs in any colour that you like, any cardstock really, you know, they don't have to be brown. So there you go, card number 1. I think I might put a bit of Wink of Stella just across the spike area and then on his eye. And there you go. Card 1 done. Right, so card number 2. I shall require this. I'm just going to put everything back in order so that we can start again. Like so. Right, card number 2 will involve the stamp set. So we are going to make a bit of a layout. Now I'm not blending the background or anything, I'm just going to use it as a nice white background and stamp onto that. So what I'm going to do is work out where the tree is going to be. So I'm just going to miss off those bits on the end there, but you'll get the gist why in a momento. So I need a big block, mushroom on a smaller one. So I'm going to stamp this in early espresso, but stamped off once. I did it in crumb cake earlier and it wasn't quite dark enough for what I wanted because obviously I'm going, you know me, I'm going to colour it in. So we're going to stamp it there. I might zoom in a little bit for this one so you can see. There we go. Right, so that's that. Let's give that a bit of a clean so I don't stick my arm on it. Okay, so then the mushroom is going to be same thing. Next, as close to the tree as I can get it without it looking rather odd. And then we're going to have both hedgehogs And we're going to stamp one hedgehog there. And I mean, look at the detail in the little hedgehog. He is so cute. And then we're going to have the other hedgehog. Not really enough. See, I thought I'd have enough room. They will literally be kissing if I put that on there. Right, hang on. Turn it over, start again. Okay, so we're going to start with the hedgehog this time. Oh, goodness me. See? I've practiced this card. Can you believe me? Hi, Louise. Tub. Right, so I'm just going to clean that off because I went to stamp it. Right, take two. Let's bring our tree back in. I think what I might do this time is move the tree over a little tiny bit to leave enough room for the mushroom to go the other side of the tree. Because I need the mushroom on there because, you know, I love mushrooms. So that's that. So then take the mushroom and put the mushroom there. Oh, that's better. Look at that. We're going to have enough room now. We are going to have enough room now, I promise. So then we're going to take our little friend. And he is going to be there. And then our other friend will be there. They're still close together, but they're, you know, far enough apart they're not kissing. So that's the main thing. Okay, so try not to get my head in your way either. Right, there we go. So then we're going to take the only thing I'm not using in this one is the bird. So where's the little, so it needs some grass in a second. And then the sentiment I'm going to do in Evening Evergreen. And we're going to use, because we've got both our hedgehogs on there, I think we can use Finding a Friend is the best discovery of all. Like so. And sometimes you look at stamps and you're like, I just don't know. I don't know what it looks like because it's not got any colour in it when you look at it in the catalogue, and they put samples in there, but sometimes you're just not sure, and I'm one of those people. So once I can get hold of it, get my hands on it and start stamping it, I just know it's going to be awesome. So we do have a butterfly in this one as well. Now the butterfly I am going to stamp in Stamped Off Early Espresso to make it match everything else on the page, but I will colour it in pretty colours. So there we go. Right, so that is that. I'm going to do some grass now. Let's leave the hedgehogs. They all need cleaning now. So I'm going to take Soft Succulent. And I am literally going to fill the area with grass. And using Soft Succulent, it doesn't sort of overshadow the Early Espresso. So it works quite well. So with the tree, I'm just going to go, and the mushroom, I'm just going to go over where the Early Espresso is, and up a little bit behind the hedgehog and between the hedgehog, like so. like that. Then just for a bit of balance, I'm going to take Granny Apple Green and do the same, but this time I'm just going to go along and do a few stamp offs as well, just to give it a bit more. Looks like lots of different colours. Oh, it's my... Oh, Kathy, honestly, it is, the thing is, I actually personally love hedgehogs. So when I saw hedgehogs, you know, it was a no-brainer for me. I just had to have them. So there's them. Oh, excuse me while I just have a drink. Why my camera's not... My stand keeps slowly moving. Okay, so I'm going to take light crumb cake and I'm going to colour the body and the legs like so, and the same on the other one, and then we'll do a little bit of shading in a minute, because you know me, I love a bit of colouring, like so. Feet, excuse the squeaky pen, I thought it was running out, but it's obviously not. It's okay again today. But they do run out because they don't last forever. So, especially when the 3-year-old, no, sorry, she's not 3 anymore, she's 4. Especially when the 4-year-old gets hold of them. Okay, so then I'm going to take the bronze. This gives a nice shade of brown that it's just one I like. So what I do is I turn my paper to where I'm comfortable colouring. I don't try and do it from a different angle, because that's when I just make mistakes. Okay. And then because I did it in early espresso, you can still see the early espresso colour coming through with what I've stamped, like that. And then we just go around like this to where I'm comfortable, and then actually there's a little bit of shading up the belly, so I'm going to do that. I mean, who hasn't got a hairy chest? Not me, obviously. Okay, so that's that. And then I'm going to take dark crumb cake and I'm going to do a sort of a line around that very edge. Not a good time to lose my voice. And again around this one. Now it will look a bit weird a second. And then I'm going to take my crumb cake and then I'm just going to go across it and do circular motions around the very edge of where the darker part is. Oh, I'm sorry, it's so squeaky. And then just do that a few times if you need to. If it's showing up as quite dark, just go over it. And it will, as it dries, it will sort itself out. So for the toadstool, we're going to have, that bit's going to be all dark. And then this piece, I'm going to blend it in. Like so. And then I really like the toadstool in Cherry Cobbler. It's got to be my favourite red. Sorry, just checking comments. So, has anyone been checking out the videos on YouTube? I've uploaded 2. I think it's 2, isn't it? I think. Yeah, it is 2. Can't even remember. 2 new videos, and then I uploaded my live from last week. So if you missed that, hop on over after you finish watching this to have a look at that one. Okay, so toadstool's done. Then I think we're going to have a bit of a Magenta Madness butterfly. So a bit there. And then around the very edge with the dark. And then my favourite thing to do is to take the light fresh freesia and then just blend over. So you meet the pink and you meet the light Magenta Madness and the dark, and just go back and forth in between. So you've got Magenta Madness at the top and the bottom, and then they sort of blend into each other. So I'm just going to take the light one again because it's not quite as like that, and then again, but just over the very edge. So then you have like a very sort of blended butterfly. It's very pretty. And then I'm just going to colour the body. Oh, if I can get the lid off. Ooh. Oh, thank you, Joanna. Right, so my flowers, I am going to do those in, oh, sorry, knocking the camera. What have we got? Dark pale papaya and balmy blue. I know you're going to say I'm balmy. So I'm just going to do the centres first. That's it. Right, so, and then the very bottom of the petals and the buds. Now, you don't really have to be really accurate because it's very forgiving. There we go. Oh, missed a bud. Missed, oh, and another bud. Any more for any more? No, that's it. Okay. Then I'm going to use, not the brush end, the nib end, and I'm just going to touch the tips of the flowers. Now, this isn't a flower that I've ever seen with blue and like peachy petals, but I just like to mix things up a bit, you know, because you can, and it's your colour, it's your picture or card or whatever you want to say, because I can't get my words out. And it mostly blends because I'm using 2 paler colours, but you can go back over with your pale papaya and just encourage it to blend, you know, little friendly push in the right direction, like so. And then your flowers look like no other flower on the planet, so you know, it's fine if you like it that way, which I do, then it's all good. Right, so then we're going to take some dark mossy meadow and just go up a little bit on each petal. Oh goodness me, put my teeth back in. Leaves, these are leaves, that's what grow on plants. Yes, that's right, yes. So we're just going to do that, like so. And it is quite dark, but once you've blended it all, have we missed any leaves? No, look at that, first time. So then I'm taking the light mossy meadow And I'm going from where the dark is. I'm starting at the dark and working my way up. Now these will dry lighter, but I do love mossy meadow leaves. I don't know why, but it's my favourite colour. So, yes. Now you could, if you wanted to lighten it a bit, if this was too dark for you, and you've already committed to it, you could take like a lighter colour. So something like maybe Daffodil, the light Daffodil Delight. I'll show you in a second because, you know, I can. What you can do is we'll let that dry for a second and I'll do the trunk. And then once I've done that, it'll be dry and I'll show you what you can do with... So with the trunk, I am literally just gently laying some colour down. And if you do a really light press, you don't get such... You can't... yeah. You don't want to press too hard because you'll end up with thick branches and things, but I do like them to have a bit of colour, like so. And then I'm going to take the ivory and just go along just the bottom piece. I don't need to do the top. So that's all coloured in as well. And then with your leaves, like, let me have a look. Or maybe, yeah, like light Daffodil Delight. If you were to go over, I'll just do this one and then I can show you the comparison. Hi, Linda. Well, we're on card number 2. You munch away, Linda. Okay, so it's this one just here, if you can see it. It has lightened it up if you look at it compared to the one next to it. So you could go round and just sort of just give it a cut, just 2 or 3 sort of swipes with your pen on each leaf in different areas, and you'll have like 3 different shades to your leaves. It will look super duper professional. Well, that's what I'm saying anyway. But, you know, I really should put pens away as I use them. Apologies, I'm just going to stick them back on the shelf. And I love the Stampin' Up blending pen holder because they all slide in their little slots. And I do have these labelled as well. Can't remember. I know Ruth sent me the link for them or gave me some. I can't remember now. But I know there's a lady that does have them on her page, but I can't remember who it is. So I think I'm going to go with... Let me see. Oh, I think that looks cute. I like that. So we're going to go with... This one is shaded. Nope. God, no. Could be shaded spruce. I think it's shaded spruce. Right, so score, don't cut. I made this card base the other day. And there we go. So that is going to go there. Like so. See, you never waste your cardstock, because if I'd coloured it, I couldn't have just turned it over and done it again. But because I'd only stamped, the ink doesn't seep through. So it is perfectimundo that you can turn it over. So there's that. So I think we need maybe, oh, look, I've got, see, told you, can't be trusted with glue. I don't know where my little rubber is now. I'll do that after then. I will remember. It's fine. So, do we think we could put some gems on here? So let's zoom you back out a bit. There we go. Okay, so what have we got here? Oh, I haven't used any of these yet. Maybe we could have a couple of these. Let's have a look. Could have like stones on the floor. I haven't used one. Oh, it's over there. Look, it's moved. It tried to run away. Okay, so I think that we can use no, just 3 of these on the bottom, and I'm going to use 3 different colours like that. That's not really dark enough for me to put in the sky, so I am just going to put, actually I have these. I've had them for years, long time, and I'm just going to use some of these and put them as the centres of my flowers, because why not? I do have some more. I have some more gems coming. Because I've used up most of these. Those are big, so I don't use them very often. And I haven't used many of the little... I haven't used many of these ones yet, but I kind of like... I treasure my new ones. It's weird. I don't like to use them, but that's what they're there for. Oh, this does not want to go back in the packet. I ripped the packet they came in because I was too keen and I broke it. So now I've had to put it in an alien one and it doesn't like it. Right, let's put them back in there. Oh, Louise, it's basically a sheet and she has all of these. And if you have the... Is it a 1/2 inch punch, Ruth? If you have a 1/2 inch punch, you can just punch them all out. And then all I've done is put a glue dot on the back and put it on the end of my pens. So when they're all in the rack, that's what I see. And then they've got light and dark on them. So there we go. Card number 2. Right, card number 3. Okay, are you ready? I made this one the other day just on paper, Louise. Yeah, just on paper. It's fine. You can use cardstock, but yeah, but paper was fine. Just normal copy paper. Okay, so this I made the other day, and I decided that it was quite a lot of work to do all of the paper piecing, but I thought, well, you could either do that or I can simplify it a little bit. I will need to cut out some clouds if I'm putting clouds on this one, but I'm doing a different shaped card as well. So I have my card base in Magenta Madness, and then I have lots of pieces of cardstock, and what I've done is I have punched out of different pieces of the same hi Vicky, of the same DSP as I'm going to use for the background, because there are plenty of patterns within the rainbow paper to do the sky, the ground and your hedgehogs. So we have clouds and we have, well, what are going to be mountains. So let's have a look. So this is going to be my card base. So that is going to go on there. So I may as well just start sticking straight away. like so. So I'll stick this on. So basically all I did was I sat there and I chose which DSP I wanted to use, and then I literally just went and got the basic border dies. So this is the cloud one, and there's two shapes because for this one, where have I put the, let me show you. These are the other ones that are in there. Oh, where's the other one? I must have left it in another box somewhere. There it is. Hang on a second. Sorry, that's another card I've prepped. So that's the other one that I used on the last card, and it gives you like a little wavy top to it. So it gives you a wavy top and then also a stitched border just underneath that as well, which is really pretty. And this one cuts in the middle, so you get either side of it is printed as has the little stitch details again, and the same with this one. But for this one I have used the arch for my mountain and the clouds obviously for my clouds. Let me put these back in here because I have two dies that have gone walkies because I didn't put them away and now I can't find them, and I've been tidying today as well. Very bizarre. They'll turn up. I haven't hoovered. They're too big to go up the hoover anyway. So my idea is that I'm gonna do the, oh, see, I shouldn't have glued that on there. It's okay. We'll make it work. We'll make it work. So we're going to have two mountains like this, and then we're going to have clouds coming up from the sides, which are then going to be trimmed off. But what I should have done was glued them all onto this and then trimmed them off. So I think, okay, plan B, we're going to do it again because we can, and I want to do it properly. Nope, they're going the wrong way. Right, I don't know if I've got another. I have used so much of this rainbow paper that I think, I can't remember if I've ordered another pack. I hope I have. Oh. Otherwise, we'll just pick a different paper. It's perfectly fine. No, I don't think I have got any of that one left. Okay, so it's that one, that one, that one, and then we need something else. Ooh, what about sorry guys, I will be with you in just a second. Right, I'm going to go with the stripy. It doesn't really matter what you use, as long as it's all colour coordinated together, which all these are. So it's going to be that way, so we need it to be 10 by 14. There we go. Right, we're going to move that out of the way so I don't start sticking things to it again. Okay, so we're going to have two mountains that come up like so, and I'm hoping I can get, because that one's lines doesn't matter which way it goes, whereas that one will bug me if I put it sideways. Because, you know, these things bug me. So like that, but then we've got some clouds that are going to start like that. And like that, and actually I think we'll make the mountains a bit lower. because we need room for a sentiment above our hedgehogs as well. And there's that one. Like so. Okay, now just glue it all down and you're done. Oh, sorry guys. The last time I tried to turn the volume down when it was when I was doing a video, it switched the video off, so I'm not touching it. So I apologise if it's annoying anybody, but I don't have much choice. Okay, so we're going to glue these down one at a time. So that one, I'm just going to grab a little pencil and I'm going to make a mark just below where that piece is and just below where that one is, so I know where to actually stick it down. And then I don't want to put the glue too close to the edge. Like so. Oh, see, wiggle room. So that goes on like that. Then the next one. So I try to line it up, but I don't like that. So I'm going to pull it over even more. Like so. You can use your nail to kind of mark the edge so that you can see where to put glue and where not to put glue. And then where you should have put it but you didn't. So that's going to go there. And then the last one is going to go like that. Oh. Okay. So the only thing I'm noticing is obviously that because I've used the full length of the die, they look very similar on each part. And I angled them thinking that I needed to, but I don't. I should have done them dead straight and then just moved them across. But there you go. I make the mistake so you don't have to. So I'm going to trim these ones off because it'll make my mountains easier to put on. Just want to make sure I get it straight. Like so. Oh, goodness me. Okay, so just gather up those pieces a second. Pop them in the bin. Right. Then we have our mountains. But actually I need to do pretty straight because there's 3 hedgehogs that are going to go across my mountain. Whoa. Right, so that one's that one. That one's that one. Or do I want it the other way? No, I'm not going that way. They're all going to go that way. That's what they're going to do. And that is that one. So let's assemble our hedgehogs. Oh no, we're going to do our mountains first. Concentrate, Wendy. So while I just work out the logistics of my hedgehogs. Yeah, that's fine. It will be fine. So let's work out where the bottom of the card is. and the edge. There we go. Now we know where to glue. Ish. And then this one. Oh, across that yellow line there. Okay, so that's going to go there. And then that one is going to go. Right, let's trim these off. Don't worry, I have lots of scrappy cards to make, so these will not be wasted. And there's your little scene, ready for your... I have managed to get glue everywhere, honestly. Okay, so let's get our little hedgehogs glued. Like so. What I usually do is line up the back, because the back has a big lump and then the little ones, or you can do the front where you just line up the spiky bit there. But I find that because it's a big piece and you've got to find the big piece on the hedgehog, it's really easy to line up. But I just love the fact that when you punch them out, it gives you the little eye, but it also cuts out the ear shape, so it does, you don't need to worry about ears. So yeah, so obviously having the stamp and the die, the punch and the stamps is good, but just showing you what you can do with just the punches is also pretty cool. But I do have a mouse card that I have made with the new Mice Host set. If you spend £150, you can claim a host gift set with your Stampin' Rewards. Oh, and yeah, look, see, I didn't line it up on the bum, and then I've lined it up wrong, so now I'm just moving it to where I want it. There we go, much better. So we have 3 funky hedgehogs. Now, do I have enough eyes this time? I don't know why. Don't know quite what I did with all their eyes. So we're just going to pop a little bit of glue on each one. Don't want too much because they won't stick if you put too much. So okay, so I'm going to pop this eye on this one, like so, and then that one's going to have a dark eye, like that, and that one, oh, doesn't want to stay on the, oh, there we go. Right, that one looks a bit weird now because he's got light eyes, so I'm just going to darken it a bit with a Stampin' Blend. There we go. Right. So I think maybe we could even do our hedgehogs like that. So you've got one down the mountain. One across the way. trying to make them so that they stand out against the background. I think we'll just do them straight, and then we'll put our sentiment on, and then we will mount our card, or actually we'll mount it first. It's much easier to mount card when it's flat. So we'll pretend that we didn't waste a layer. So there we go. There's our card. Oh, nicely, nice. Lovely, lovely, lovely. So we need some dimensionals. So 3 per hedgehog. Bum, face, back. Right. Oh dear. Well, my older son is still in isolation, so I have to go to Newtown tomorrow to drop off. Well, I've got to go and do a bit of shopping for him, and then go and drop it off at his door and run. He's still testing negative, bless him, but yeah. So he's been doing some baking on his Twitch account, which his viewers apparently are loving, because normally he does gaming. But for this week I said to him, turn it round, don't get upset, because he was a bit upset about having to isolate, because he hadn't seen this friend in months and months and months, and the first time he goes to see him, he tests positive for COVID straight after. So, oh well, his friend did. But so far so good anyway. He's okay. Yeah. Okie dokie. Right. Let's put the lid on the glue, because that's just going to go icky. So we need a sentiment for this one, but I'm not going to use the sentiments from there because we've used them on both the other cards. Well, I will decide in a second. Shall we just put happy birthday on it? Well, not just happy birthday. Shall we put happy birthday? I quite like the happy birthday from Party Puffins. So we're going to go with that one. So over to my left, I have a pot. That's not wide enough. And in this pot, I have all my offcuts. So I have offcuts of all different colours, cardstock, and also the basic white, very vanilla when I use it, because I don't use very vanilla as often. I must try harder. Okay, right, so we are going to stamp this in. Let me think about that for a second. Let's have a little look. I don't like to use black all the time, so I'm trying to think. I think we will stamp Happy Birthday in Magenta Madness. Although we're using Magenta Madness background. No, I'm going to do it anyway, because, you know, it's my card. I can do what I like. Oh, let me just clean the back of my stamp. I think these ones need a bit of TLC. Right, it should be sufficiently sticky now. Yes, it is indeed. Right, happy birthday. Oh, nice and bright. And then I'm going to pop it on here. So I'm going to... Oh, I've got another plan. See, plans come to me all the time. I haven't used it in ages, so I think I should. I wonder if that will fit. Might just Oh, it's going to cut a bit off. Hang on, 2 shakes. 2 shakes, 2 shakes. Have I got a bigger piece of scrap? No, no, no. No, I don't. But I do have spare bits. I haven't used that. And let's have a look what we've got. I think we should use... Yes, we're going to go with this one. So I'm going to punch it out of there. And then I'm going to, because this is the last card, I'm going to do this. Save this for later. Do you know what I should have done? Was checked if Happy Birthday fit on there. Oh, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Not. Anyway, we just go, right, okay, so that's not going to fit. So what about this one? Oh, did something jump out of there then? Will that fit? Yes, it will. So we are going to stampy stamp, stamp, stamp. Hi, Mary. Thinking of you, Mary. Right, so that's going to go on there. Wow, nearly an hour and a half, and I've managed. Woohoo! It is a good day. Bit of glue in there. Stick that on there, like so. Oh, and I've stuck it to the... I haven't really, honest. Right, dimensionals. I think we need 1, 2, 3, 4. So another one just there. And then that is going to go, should we put it there, or there, or there? Maybe we should have put that on a cloud. Oh, decisions, guys. Okay, because when I made this one, I put clouds on my card, and I know that in the Give It a Whirl dies we have, because the perfect thing for this would obviously be the cloud punch from the new catalogue, the new mini catalogue, but I don't have that, and the only reason I don't is because I felt like I had a lot of clouds. So let me just quickly cut these out. I'm sure there's going to be an avalanche in a minute on my desk. Okay. Quickly, leave that out of the way, otherwise I won't be able to turn the handle to my... Oh, found a piece of white cardstock right by me, perfect timing. Okay. Oh. And the thing is as well, is sometimes things don't, you make it, you spend time doing it, and then you think, nah, don't like it. And that is okay, because you're not going to waste it, because you can put it in your pot of bits and pieces, and then you can use it again for something else another time. So we have 3 clouds, but I'm thinking that maybe that will fit on there if I put it upside down. I think my brain can cope with that if I do that and turn it upside down. That's the theory anyway. Let's have a go. See if we can do this. Oh, that's upside. The sentiment was upside down then. There you go. So then we can put that there. And then have 2 more clouds over yonder. Obviously I took the stickies off that, so that's going to go somewhere special where it's not going to get stuck on something else. And then we're going to stick our clouds on, and then we will go over our 3 different cards. That's going to go there. That's going to go here. And then our 3rd and final sentiment cloud. I'm sure that's why they made it so big anyway. It's going to go there. And there you go. Now I did have a piece of white cardstock to be put in on the inside, but I have totally used up all the white cardstock I have cut now because I had to start again. Naughty me. Right, okay, so let's tidy up a bit and then we can have a look at our beautiful cards properly. I'm just going to sweep them over there. They're not going on the floor, don't panic. They're just going there where I can bring them back in later. Right, so we have card number 1, which was this one, and we used, yep, that DSP. I still can't remember what it's called. Yeah, I like this paper piecing sort of patchwork thing. I've seen a card I really want to make. Not the same as what I've seen, but it gave me a really good idea, so I'm going to make a video for that. So this card was first, and I did manage to get the inside done as well. So I could pop a little bit of colour on my bird as well if I wanted to. But that was just punching out in Early Espresso and Crumb Cake my hedgehog, and keeping hold of the eyes. Just be careful when they pop out, they are very tiny and they do tend to wander. A couple of little sprigs cut out of the in colour vellum, and then the dot embossing folder on some fresh freesia there. And then we made a scene with 2 little hedgehogs and a toadstool, and you can see now it's dried, it's all blended in, but it's got a bit of shading to it, and the flowers as well, and our little hedgehog bellies. And I love the butterfly. Oh, actually, you know what the butterfly needs? Oh yeah, you guessed it, Winkostella. So we're going to put some Winkostella on the butterfly, and then maybe round the edge of the toadstool, noses and eyes of the hedgehogs. Because I can, you see, that's why I do these things. Because I can, because it's my card, the same as it's your card, so you can do whatever you like to your card. Yeah, and then there's this one, which is like paper piecing, and I've just used, all I did was cut the hedgehog out of 1 piece of DSP, but because our DSP has 2 sides, you just flip over the other colour. So it works perfect. It's fabulous. So there we go, guys, 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. Which one is your favourite? And they are all different because I wanted to show that, you know, you can do so many different things if you have very limited supplies. So if you've only got 1 stamp set and punch, this is, you know, and you've got lots of different DSPs and things, but even if you didn't have different DSPs, if you did that and that in the same DSPs, they would still look quite different. And that one is not even using the punch. So if you only had the stamp set, you know, it's the world is your oyster. And you can also stamp and punch them out, because these are two little friends that I did the other day. But I'm a little bit funny because I didn't aim it properly, so it didn't stamp straight, so I couldn't use them. So they just live on my desk. There we go. Oh, thank you. So Mum says number 2, but they are all lovely. Joanna says great cards. See, my phone has moved. It's all on an angle. Mary says love number 2. Maria says number 1. You're welcome, Monica. I just like to show what, you know, what you can do with stuff. So yeah. Thank you so much for watching. I am now going to go and have a lie down. Because that was a long one, but it was totally worth it. I'm really happy with the cards. I will take pictures and I will cut some more cardstock and do the insides of these as well. So, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget that I have new videos over on YouTube. Have a look. Don't forget to subscribe. That would be fabulous. And like as well. And if you could comment on the video, that would be awesome. So thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you all later. Bye bye.